Hey everyone, how are you guys doing today? So I've pretty much been in bed all day except for I was up long enough for the housekeeper. They came and it was 3 of them total. So they came at 11 and I think they were gone by 12:30 or 1 o'clock, I can't remember. And then I took my pain medication and laid back down. So I have been in a lot of pain since my infusion yesterday, in my back and my joints really bad. I'm still really tired. My husband had a track meet. He just got home. I have a CT of my chest tomorrow. So, excuse me, that's in the afternoon. I think it's at 2:30. And he has an appointment also at the VA at 3:30, which I really wanted to go with him, but I don't think that's going to be possible. So, yeah, that's all I really got going on. It's about 7:30 right now. I had a video go live earlier in the day, and I'll leave that in an iCard and in the description box if I can remember. So I'll talk to you guys later. Be blessed. Good morning, everybody. So the hubby just went to Whataburger and got me something to eat. I do not feel good at all. I'm in so much pain, like in my side, my kidney, my back hurts. I don't know. It was just a flare or something else. I have an appointment at 2:30 to get my CT of my chest. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna go. I'm gonna eat this and lay back down for a little bit, and I may have to reschedule. So I hope everyone's having a good Friday, and I'll come back later. Alright guys, so I am back in the bed. I've taken a half a pain pill and a half a muscle relaxer. I've dozed off once, but I had to get up to call the hospital. I canceled my CT scan. I just don't have the strength to get up to do, get dressed for that, even though it was at 2:30. I may try to get out later if I feel better, because we really need to get stuff together for the sports expo that's Tuesday. But I don't know. I'm thinking I'm going to have to go ahead and take the other half of my medication. But I rescheduled my CT till next Wednesday. The lung doctor just called, the new lung doctor. They can't see me until March the 29th. My husband was like, why is it so far away? And I said, well, that's the life of a specialist. They don't get you in quick no matter what's going on with you. So he had to go, we had faxed some documents like for Easter's handicap sticker and stuff, and they faxed it back to us, but when we mailed it into the DMV, they do not take photocopies, which we didn't know that, and I guess we didn't pay attention to read that on there if it's on there. So he had to drive, which her doctor is about 30 minutes away, 40 minutes, and he had to drive over to get it signed, so he could try to get her decal. And also we have to renew her guardianship paperwork every year. And that's the custody paperwork for her. So he went to do that. He has to go get Chase, the grandson, from school. And I think he said he has to go by the high school where he's, doing the track program. He doesn't know if he's going to cancel practice or not, because the other coach should be there because he has a doctor's appointment at 3:30. And I'm trying to get rest because I really want to go with him because his blood pressure is continually being high. Even though he will not listen on what he's eating is a culprit, as well as eating too late isn't a culprit. But he has bad hereditary issues with you know, high blood pressure. He's dealt with this since he's in the 20s. And like the men on the dad's side either had aneurysms or heart attacks. No one is really clear, but his brother, who's a couple years older than him, about 2 years ago, he had an aneurysm that actually ruptured, but he lived, thank God. But it's very strong in his family, and I just want him to get it under control because he's literally on 4 meds right now. I think it's 4, and it doesn't matter. It's still high. Like his bottom number is always like 110. So I know God's a healer, but he's going to have to also, you know, take control of his life and do better than what he's doing. Literally, I got up at 4 in so much pain, fell back asleep. I woke up like severely nauseated and just miserable. My feet are going numb, and it's weird. They feel like they have numb, like when they go to sleep, but at the same time, it feels like someone is sticking like 1,000 needles that are hot in the bottom of my right foot. So, yeah. So I hope everyone is having a better Friday than what I'm having. And I know hopefully by Monday I'll start to, you know, the kick-in effects of the Benlysta. I could try to get some relief. It's just frustrating. It really, really is. So I'll be back later. Am I wrong for doing this? I don't think so. Teenagers have to understand they did not buy anything. You can't just be eating up folks' stuff. I just brought them pickles. That just made me like really livid that I gotta go put a sticky note. Because the first jar of pickles that I brought were not the right pickles. They were like the sour one. So I had to go back and get the right ones. And sometimes I crave a pickle and I want a pickle. And that just... Do y'all do this with y'all kids if it's something that, you know, y'all really like and you don't want them to eat it? I told my husband because we're not used to somebody being here all the time like that eats like that. So we know what to expect when my son comes in the summer. But I told him, I said, now I see, because I used to have aunties and cousins that would lock up the snacks in their room when I was little. And I'm like, my parents don't do that. Why would you even do that? Like, I thought that was like so harsh, but I get it. I want to lock my snacks in my room. I'm just saying. But on the better note, I still feel like crap. I don't know if that's the better note. Hubby left to run some more errands before his doctor's appointment. I just don't feel good. So I am really flush. So I'm trying to figure out I need to eat something. Have no clue what I want, but the hubby made some spaghetti and meatballs. He turned it off because I was asleep when he left. So he said it needs to cook about 30 more minutes. So I'll try to do that. So I think what I'm going to do is take out some fish for lunch. Maybe do some fish and some more okra. I'm addicted to okra. But I really feel like I'm like really dizzy. And I feel like I'm about to pass out. These just takes a toll on you. Because it's like every day is different. You don't know from one day to the next if you're going to feel good, if you're going to have a little bit of energy, or what the deal is. And Easter, she's in the bed. Also because school is like really taking a toll on her. Like after the third day, she is dragging. and you can tell it. But she still, you know, wants to go, but we just have to give her body a break. I really have to get back on my diet because the last couple of days I've eaten certain healthy foods that wasn't healthy. So I finally got a chance to eat something. I'm about to just take a shower and see if that will help with the pain and take the rest of my other half of pain medicine and muscle relaxer that I didn't take earlier. So the hubby went all the way to the VA and they said his appointment is next month on the 23rd. And I told him no. The guy told me it was today because he was trying to get him in because of his blood pressure issues. So apparently they had an opening for Monday. And when we go Monday, because I will be there, we're going to be talking to the patient advocate because the VA is horrible. Like, I don't know how else to say it. They treat veterans like they're nothing. And the guy that made the appointment was like, well, you need to tell the patient advocate what happens if he walks out of here and dies with his blood pressure being so high. They don't care. So that's where I'm at. The pain is like really severe. So I'm going to get up and just take a shower. Hopefully I'll start to relax and feel a little better. But I'll come back a little later, guys. Hey guys, happy Saturday. Everyone's having a good weekend. I am headed to track practice because my parent that normally does the welcome tent and information tent, she had to work, so I'm having to go and do everything. I don't feel good. This is my first day out of the house since I had my infusion on Wednesday. I've literally been in bed pretty much the entire time, only to get up, you know, when I had to eat or do something. Thursday I was up long enough for the cleaning people to do what they had to do. So I'm like dragging like this. I don't know what it is. Because normally by, you know, after the, you know, rest for one day, I'm pretty okay, you know, and I'll gradually start feeling a little bit better. But this time around, like, my pain level has been horrible. Like, I just don't have any strength whatsoever. And it's frustrating. It's 11:53, practice starts at 12, so it took me, I got up at 10, like 15, and it took me this long just to get a shower, get dressed, catch my breath, and all of this stuff. And unfortunately, I'll have to be out there the whole time, but if I need to, I'll just lay down, you know, in the car until it's over, because I'll have to collect money today, as well as we're doing a track meet in March. So it's just a lot of stuff that I have to handle that I have not trained anybody else to do as of right now. I think we're supposed to go back to Home Depot. Yeah, because for the backdrop that we're doing, like the T valves and the elbow pieces, or whatever they're called, when it comes to PVC piping, the strip inside is like wore out, so it doesn't connect to the end of the pipe. So we've got to go exchange those. I'm just so all over the place right now. Like, I was supposed to go to one of our corporate sponsors. They have a store. It's like a running store. So they were going to let us use mannequins that we use. Like, I use mannequins for our awards banquet. And I was supposed to pick that up on yesterday before my doctor's appointment. But well, I mean, before my CT scan, but of course I did not go to my CT scan, and I didn't think about it till like 9 o'clock last night that I completely forgot to go, and I completely forgot to tell them, hey, I'm not coming. So I'll get it on Monday, I guess. It's 1:57, so we got out early today, but it's just tiresome at this point. Like, I'm just tired and drained. You can see it in my eyes. Like, we had to break down the tent because it's supposed to rain. All the chairs. So our breakdown team wasn't there, so me and my husband had to do it. So it's just too much. So we are, going to the house, which I've told you guys is 3 minutes from the track, dropping off one vehicle, and we're gonna go to Home Depot. Happy Sunday, everyone. So I am getting ready to go to Rose's Express store. To get the sheet for the backdrop that we're doing. Hubby is, him and Easter and Jace are together. He's taking Jace to teach him some more on how to drive. Today hopefully will be a little bit more productive because the welcome person that I've been training, she should be there today. So like yesterday was kind of chaotic because it was like super windy. I was trying to get people signed in, trying to take packets, trying to take payments, give receipts. So it was a little bit overwhelming when I already didn't feel good. So pretty much like once we got back yesterday, I just crashed. Like I took my pain medicine and I slept till about 7:30, I believe. When I woke up, I felt like a whole new person. So I needed that little rest, and I just have to learn to listen to my body and not overdo it. It's like if I can't do nothing, I just can't do anything. And so I started this morning trying to process, all the ones I took payments for. We have like a form that we log everything that goes in the child's like individual folder. So I had to work on that this morning, and just doing that and getting the paperwork together, it was stressful. Like because with their registration, they get an AAU membership card, so we have to go into AAU's website. And so when I put our new number in, club number for the year, it came up like the name wasn't correct. It had part of our name, but it added something, and I was like, this isn't our name. So my husband's like, well, don't put anybody in until I can talk to them, on tomorrow when they're open. So that kind of like stressed me out, and I'm trying to learn to just not be so stressed. But it's like it's only me doing a lot of things, and it's just I feel my body like I'm in so much pain now because like I just let that 5-10 minutes worth just stressed me to the point, and I have to learn to just let stuff go. And we're trying to promote getting people to help, and they just kind of look like we don't, I get new parents, so we're kind of relying on our old parents to like, hey, be leaders. You have enough new parents that you can train, and it'll be easier because a lot of the new parents, they're scared to just sign up thinking they're going to be in charge of something which they don't understand, and we totally get that. Alright, so I'm out of roses and I'm gonna go to Walmart because my husband did not get the spray paint that we need for this backdrop, which is frustrating. He was like, well, you didn't tell me what type, but I told you I need a spray paint. So if you didn't know what type, why you just didn't call me and say, what type do you want? Even though I get Rust-Oleum 99.9% of the time, but you didn't know. So, whatever. But yeah, this store is just too, maybe it's better in the like early mornings. Maybe I can try to come in here, but whew, it's too ratchet for me. It just did. Hey guys, don't mind the flexi rides. It's about 11:30. I also wanted to close out the video. We got home from track and we ate and literally we were in bed by 8 o'clock. I fell asleep and I woke up probably 30 minutes ago. I've got to figure out a different way when it comes to track because my body just can't take being in the sun or the stress part of it. Because by the time, you know, I did get home and eat, took my shower, I was freezing and it was just crazy. I had my electric blanket on and I still couldn't get warm. So I ended up just crashing, hence all of this. So I'm about to take my night meds, which I normally do them around 9:30 at the latest, but that didn't happen tonight. And I'll see you guys on tomorrow because I have a lot of stuff to get done tomorrow for the sports expo. So say a prayer for me, guys. I need it.